In the Premier League, Police FC were in position 3. They amassed 56 points. They amassed 46 points. The second season, they came on. The first season, they were number 9. They amassed 46 points. The second season, they became number 3. They amassed 49 points. And the third season, also they are number 3. If you look at the rating of the log, Gor Mahia has the champions. Then Tusker are number 2 with 64 points. Even if we win our last match, we will not beat Tusker on the second position. So we are number 3 at 56 points. As Tito has said, I hope that we will win the last match to push it to 59 points. If you look at the trajectory, we've made an improvement towards the points. But again, I want to call upon the Police FC members that if you could have had a good start in this season, and the players that are paraded before you, sir, we could be the champions right now. Because currently, Police FC is talk of town, and I'm really proud of this club. Sir, we have qualified for the FKF Mozart Bet Cup final, which will take place on the 29th of June. If this team beats KCB in the final, the team will proceed to represent the country in the CAF Confederation Cup. That is, Gor Mahia will be going for the Champions League, and then Police FC will be representing the country. So, Police FC team, you have a task ahead of you. You have to win the FKF Mozart Cup. Sir, I am happy to report that Police FC, we've paid all the players' salary to date. We have no debt. And we really thank you for your leadership for that, sir. Sir, we kindly request that as we go towards the future, we ask for sponsors. We increase our sponsors who are able to manage our big wage bill. Because remember, we brought on board our sisters who are eating into the men's sponsorship. The ladies have no sponsors. So the little money we get from our sponsors, we share with our ladies team. So far, so good. We thank God for that. Currently, sir, we have a few deficits, small debts to the players, something called signing fee, which we need to clear, and our suppliers who give us the kits, we also have a few debts that we need to clear, sir. A big request from the team, sir, is the bus. Police bus. The other day, we were really beaten on social media. We have the oldest bus in the country. But, sir, we had a conversation with you, and we've made a promise. Yourself, you'll come and deliver the good news to the team. We thank you for that, sir. Police bullets. Sir, the team that has just the champions in Kenya was coined out of the strict CAF regulations, where they say that every team participating in the Premier League, they must have a ladies team. Instead of partnering with a ladies team, like other teams have done, our ABO chairman, we sat down and agreed that we must buy a slot in the Premier League to start our own ladies team. We had a discussion with the board members, and they agreed, and our DIG agreed to it, and he gave us the permission to go ahead and look for a club. Lucky enough, there was Thika Queens, which was really struggling in the Premier League because of financial issues. So we had a discussion with the patron of Thika Queens, who agreed to sell a slot of her team in the Premier League to us. So we bought the slot at 2 million. If we could not have bought that slot, it meant that we had to start right from the grassroots to climb about 3 ladders to get the Premier League. So we went for the slot, and we got the team. We approached our good coach, Madame Beldin, a coach of the national team, who agreed to be with us, and we gave her a mandate of recruiting players, which she did. And the players you see before you are the products of Madame Beldin. A clap for her, please. She did a good job. So this is our first tab at the Women FKF Premier League, and we are champions. We are champions and unbeaten. So far, nobody has beaten Police Bullets. We have one match remaining, and they've promised me they're going to smash those ladies. So we'll be home and dry 100%. Ladies, you have a job to do on Wednesday. Our last match will be on Wednesday at Mumboa. That's Vihiga County. Mumboa, and that's the day the ladies will be given their trophy, sir. We kindly request the table before us, our leaders, if you're able to find time and be with us in Vihiga Mumboa, we shall really appreciate. Ladies, ni kweli? So patron, kazi kwako, look at your diary, sir, with DIG, we shall really appreciate, sir. This is the first team in football in Kenya police history that we are winning a major trophy in this country. And under your watch, our patron and deputy patron, DIG, sir, should be proud of these ladies, what they have done to us, sir. We really thank them. So another thing I want to talk about, since they have won the league, the ladies have qualified for the CECAFA Cup tournament that will be held in Ethiopia. It will start on the 17th of August. This tournament, it's a ladder to the team that will represent this region of CECAFA in the Women Champions League that will be held in Morocco. The winner of the Women Champions League takes home about 40 million, and the ladies are raring to go. We need to go to Ethiopia, and we must beat all other teams to become the representative of CECAFA. The last team of Kenya that represented Kenya was Vihiga Queens, which when they went to the Women's Champions League, they were removed on the first round. And with the players we have, sir, I think we can go far with the support that we're going to give the players. So the team is back in action. They are doing their pre-season and preparing for the CECAFA, which starts in Ethiopia on the 17th. With this, sir, we require air tickets for the team, accommodation for the team in Ethiopia. And this squarely will lie to our leadership and also the Ministry of Sports. We kindly request, sir, if you're able to get in touch with the Ministry of Sports so that we make this formal request early enough so that we are not caught up, not prepared to represent the country in the CECAFA, sir. We shall really appreciate. Again, sir, we have two teams. The ladies are also requesting for their own bus because they train on different dates, different timings, they go different matches. They cannot rely only on the men's bus. They are also putting across their own private bus so that they can enjoy also. Ladies, so you need your own bus? Yes. Okay. Also, sir, the ladies don't have a sponsor. We can requesting if you're able to get a sponsor for the ladies, we shall really appreciate, sir. So far, the board has done a marvelous job to push through the ladies with no sponsor, but here they are, we've paid all their bills, and again, we want to, and sir, I want to say that this is the only team that pay a salary to the ladies. No other team in this country pays salary to ladies. It's only police bullets. But I want also to guide us. We want to enhance. It's not a good salary, but they pay a salary. We want to enhance the salary so that they are comfortable and they can deliver well on the pitch. As you have paraded the members of the national team, of the ladies team and the men's team, we are proud of them. Last but not least, sir, I'll talk about our stadium, Police Circle Stadium. Sir, you've been around and you're in government with us, and you know, this is the only team that has a stadium, Police FC. And we are thankful to our SACCO, DT SACCO, that built the stadium for us. Unfortunately, sir, HE, the president, opened this stadium on the 3rd of February, 2023. And when he commissioned the stadium, he awarded us 150 million from the sports office of sports ministry and said that this stadium is supposed to be finished to attain the CAF standards. Unfortunately, sir, this money has not been forthcoming. We've tried to knock doors for the offices that we can knock, but this money has not been delivered. We are thankful that we are going to host the 2027 Cup of Nations, and our stadium has been earmarked to be one of the training grounds of the teams that will be visiting Kenya during the AFCON. If we don't finish that stadium, it means that we'll lose out on revenue and we will not have to host any team in the stadium. We need to do this in harness, sir, if money is available, and if you are able, sir, to follow up on this request that the president gave out of 150 million. As we speak, sir, the stadium has been hosting a number of matches, the Premier League matches, because currently it's the only stadium in Nairobi that is available for all Premier League teams. Nyayo Stadium, Kasarani are all under renovations. Ulinzi Complex is not an easy pitch to be given, but Police FC accommodates everybody. The last matches we hold against FC and Shabana, they broke all our stadium with their rowdy crowds. And currently, the Federation and CAF have said that if we don't put up a permanent perimeter fence to the stadium, we shall not use the stadium next year, So we can request that if money can be put aside, it's about 1.5 million to put up a permanent perimeter fence that can easily help us to use the stadium starting August. If we don't do that, then it means we have to go all the way to Kisumu or Mumias, which will be incurring more cost to us. But if you are able to put aside 1.5 million to do a good perimeter fence, we shall really be grateful, sir. With that, sir, I don't want to say more. I want to turn the mic to Pius so that he can carry on with the program from there. Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate it.
Let's give our CEO a very big clap. Thank you very much. I would like to recognize one of our board members, Mr. Ben Kebasu, who came a bit late. Please clap for him. May I invite our chairman of the board, Mr. Bishop Fred Akama. Please welcome him with a big clap.
Sir, only one item I've forgotten is the playing kits. Every year, every player, every team, they always go for the new playing kits, sir. We are in talk with a sports kit called Hamel from Denmark, who are going to supply kits to us. We are at an advanced stage. So far, they've sent a design. They'll be sending a quotation soon. When the quotation is done with us, I'll talk to the board chair and our executive chair to come to you, discuss so that we can acquire these kits on time. Because the ladies team and the men's team, if they qualify for the CAF, they need to be out on 16th and 18th August, respectively, participating in the tournaments that will be forthcoming. Thank you, sir.
Can you give our able CEO a hearty hand clap? Thank you so much, Bana CEO, for that comprehensive report. Our patron, Dr. Raymond Omolo, CBS, our deputy patron, Mr. Douglas Kanja, DIG, ABS. My name is Bishop Fred Akama. I serve as the chair of the Board of Trustees of Kenya Police FC. I want to take this opportunity to thank the board for the tremendous work that they have done this season. It is not easy. Kenya Police was the first club in this country to have a board of trustees in accordance with the Sports Act and the rules of FIFA. I know Bandari FC are now putting a board in place, but this is to enhance accountability, especially towards our sponsors. Now, Kenya Police attracts sponsorship because of the structure that we have. Corporates and other well-wishers are happy to sponsor us because we can assure them that there'll be no pilferage, there'll be no misappropriation, there's no corruption. If you hear the word bishop, it's not just a nickname. I'm an actual bishop, and I make sure every money goes where it is supposed to go. And we have our able Kalasinga, our treasurer, who helps me to make sure nobody can misappropriate anything. So all monies that we get, we are proud to say we are the only team, I don't know any other, that can give their audited accounts up to date. All our accounts are audited, they're up to date, and we can supply them as and when is needed. The CEO has given our little challenges that we face going forward. We are preparing now for pre-season. Ideally, in our projection, we should have won the league this season, but we are third, which is not a bad performance, and at least we managed to win the championship with the ladies. But next season, we don't want to leave anything to chance. We want to make sure we win this league, and to use Trump language, by a lot. We want to win this league by a lot. So we are preparing early. We need to give the players good pre-season, and this requires finances. And if we win the FKF Betika Cup, we are likely to go into Continental, and we are preparing, we are already talking to sponsors to make sure as we go in Continental with both the ladies and the men, we have sufficient finances and the players are prepared properly, so that when we go there, we're not just going there to fill up the numbers. We are in it to win it. We are in the championship to win. We are not just going to be participants. We want to be a force to reckon with. I don't want to stand here for long. So we want our recruitment, we need to recruit new talent, fresh talent, higher talent to supplement. We have full confidence in the squads that we have, and the players that are here, they are top notch. As you have seen, most of the bulk of the national team is from these players, but we want to supplement that with even higher caliber of players, so that when we go to continental matches, we go there to give the country a proper representation. We don't go there to embarrass our country. During my tenure as chair, our next vision, before our tenure is over and another chair has to come, we want to work on our fan base. We want to make sure Kenya Police has a proper fan base, and to do this, and as a sponsor from Vala has indicated, part of the interest of our sponsors is CSR activities. We shall be embarking using our players because they have star attraction to be doing CSR activities around Nairobi. A lot of the fan base of the teams that are in Kenya are tribe-based, but we want to create a niche. If you check other teams that in Premier League or best practices in the world, most of their fan base come from around their location, the stadium location. So we want to use, since we have a stadium, we want to use that location to build fan base around the stadium location, so that even our team can have as good or better fan base than we have. Sponsors want to sponsor. Sponsors like sponsoring Kenya Police because our fan base is not rowdy. You will not find our fan base throwing stones or breaking things, because a lot of sponsors are not happy with having their t-shirts or replicas on sponsors that are seen on TV breaking things, doing hooliganism. But I want to thank our people, because the name police means order. The name police means discipline. So as the team is disciplined, our fan base is also disciplined, and going forward, we want to change the culture of sport in this country so that the fan base is disciplined and people can come with their small kids, watch the game without fearing stone throwing or any acts of hooliganism. Lastly, during my tenure, I want to, before I leave the seat, I want to see how we can introduce technology into sports. We want to use artificial intelligence, and we're already talking with the vendors and suppliers. We see how we can be able to engage artificial intelligence and big data into sports, especially men and women football, because the future of sports is data, the future of sport is technology, and we must supply this to our players and to our technical bench so that we meet the best international standards that are there. With those remarks, without making any further ado, I want to welcome the executive chair, Mr. Nyale Munga EBS, so that he can welcome the deputy patron. Celebrate Mr. Nyale.
Thank you, sir. Our patron, Dr. Raymond Omolo, our deputy patron, our able DIG, Mr. Douglas Kanja, our sponsors, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning again. All has been said. Mine will be just to sum up and invite my boss, the deputy patron, to come and address us. First of all, I would like to appreciate the gesture by our patron to make sure that we gather here this morning for this important occasion. And rather than gathering, we came hungry and we are leaving while our stomachs are full. So thank you so much, sir. The Kenya Premier League is a very tough league. In the Eastern Central, we are just before Tanzania. And we are trying our level best to improve our status so that we can reach there. Kenya Police FC, when it joined the Premier League, I assured those who were there that we are going to beat these football giants in this country. And I'm happy as I stand here that at least they have tested our prowess. Each and every team in this league have tested a defeat in the hands of Kenya Police. Ile loko inaringa ni FC Leopards. Juzi ilipata kichapo wakati wa Mozart Bet. So Kenya Police iko sawa. The only thing is that we had failed to get the rhythm, and I think we have it now. And that rhythm, if we continue the way we started from mid-season, I want to believe that this coming season, we are also going to win the Premier League like our girls, unbeaten. These days, from the DIG, we are unique in our system of play. In fact, we have named it Babu Ball. You know, our coach is called the Babu. But when you come and see them play, you came the other day when we were playing Gor Mahia, and your presence there really got the players invigorated, and they did what they did. So with that, I'm requesting that on 29th of June, when we play KCB in the finals of the Mozart Cup, Afande, just by your presence, we are going to win the cup. I promise you, sir. And this coming Wednesday, the girls are going to play their last game of the Premier League. Last game? Yeah. In a stadium in Western Kenya. It's the CEO, because of where he comes from, that he can pronounce the name of that stadium. For me, it's a bit difficult. Momboa, yeah, Momboa, that one. That one. I know that it's in Western Kenya, just near Kisumu. It's like 20 minutes or so from Kisumu town. So we would also be happy if we would be graced by your presence and the presence of the patron during that match. Mr. Malkit, DTB has arrived. When I had the last meeting with my girls, they told me, sir, that they wanted to finish this league in style. And they requested me as the chair that when we go to Western Kenya to play our last match, obviously we are going to be conferred with the medals and the cup. And they said, please, Mr. Chair, we want to do it in style. So with that, they said they would be happy to fly to Kisumu and back to Nairobi. And I said, yes, I will fly you. But now, I could just afford like 20 members or 25 members max. I could not afford more than that. So with a discussion with the technical bench, we agreed that probably we should go back to our bus because so that we can now drive to Western for that big day and back. But now it's only that I could not afford to carry all of you, and I want all of you to go and be conferred with that medal. But with the presence of the patron and the deputy patron in this house today, I am sure something will be done. Let me not conclude everything. I'm sure something will be done. Just let's put our fingers and continue praying. Sawa. Probably something will be done and we will all be happy because all the board members have promised me that they will be there, and that is a very, very important occasion. In fact, after this, the board members can remain behind so that we have a discussion on the modalities of travel which we can give to the girls, and how we can also handle the men's team for the Mozartbet final, because we must put them in camp for some days. This is a very serious final, and we are not taking any chances. Coach Babu, we must win this cup. But you have no alternative. Kenya Police FC, muko wapi simameni? Are you promising that we are going to take this cup? Where? Matasi. Hakuna goal itaingia kwa hiyo goal. Sawa sawa? Asanteni. On the side of our Eastern Central, I had a discussion with the FKF, and they indicated that we should put a request to the ministry through them. As we put that request, which we are going to do like very soon, we would like our patron and deputy patron to put a word for us, so that when it goes to the ministry, then we are not going to have a letdown, so that we have a full sponsorship of the team to Ethiopia. And I want to believe that the girls will go and they won't let us down during this tournament of Eastern Central ladies. The window is just about to be with us. Window is the transfer period of which players leave and others join. And others join. And out of that, we are making a lot of efforts to make sure that we really revamp our team, so that in this coming season and in the in the continental tournament, which we are going to participate in after winning on 29th, we are going to have an easy ride. Police FC is going to make a name, and everybody will be happy. With those few remarks, I would like to request our deputy patron, Mr. Douglas Kanjasa, to come and give us his word, and finally invite the patron, Mr. Kanjasa.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nyaremunga, for that clarity of information on how our team is doing. Once again, our PS, who is also the patron of the Police FC, the PS Interior, and National Administration, the members of the Board of Trustees, the executive leadership, our sponsors, present with us here today and those who did not make it. Our host, that is Ole Sereni, the head coaches present here with us this morning, invited guests, our players, both men and women. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning once again. Let me start by saying that personally I'm very happy as the deputy patron to be with you here this morning and to share a cup of tea and also hold our discussions on matters relating football, which is directly related to the National Police Service. It is of great interest. This is not the first time that we are meeting here. We have met there before, doing fundraising and many other things. But you must remember that even Chinua Achebe in his novel, he indicated that from time to time, brothers and sisters do meet so that you can be able to hold some critical discussions on the way forward. Not that we are meeting because we cannot afford a cup of tea where we come from. No, because there is even a greater meaning to that. And that greater meaning is what has actually brought us here today. I'm happy as the deputy patron and also the DIG in charge of the Kenya Police Service to the sterling performance of our teams. Both the Kenya Police Football Club and the Bullets. The girls have done sterling really well. I'm really proud of you. Really, really very proud. And we are looking forward to flying together to continental matches. Together with our patron. And to the Police Football Club, you have equally done very well. You have equally done very well. It wasn't easy. The chairman has said it, Mr. Muganyare. It wasn't easy. We know that. We know that. And we are proud of you. We are very, very, very proud of you. And I think the reason why, despite the fact that on 29th I will be having other very, very serious engagements elsewhere, I will also try to be with you so that you can be able to have the cup, the winner's cup, because I'm proud of you. We have heard that you have challenges. All of us, we know the kind of challenges we have. And that's the reason why I'm saying that I'm very, very proud of our sponsors. Especially what has been confirmed by the CEO that they have paid salaries to date. Although we still have a few debts here and there, but has done very well. I'm proud of our sponsors, all of them, Betika, DTP, Police Circle, and the others. We are proud of you. You have done very well in sponsoring our teams, encouraging our young men and women to showcase their talent in this great republic of ours. The other day, we were challenged because the kind of bus we are using is a very old bus. But that's exactly what we could afford. But I'm happy that, again, it was also brought to light. And I know as we go forward, we are going to probably have a better bus for us. So continue working hard so that you can also continue encouraging those who would be in a position to support you in that direction. Because it is good. And personally, as you are deputy patron, I would also be proud of the champions using a very, modern bus, a bus that is related with the National Police Service, Football Club. We would be, all of us, collectively, would be very proud. I can tell you even the people of Kenya would also be proud of that. To see a bus that is related to the National Police Service on matters related to football. We have also been informed that there are other few things. There is need to do the fencing of the police, Sacco stadium. I think these are things that requires prioritization, and I believe when the board meets, can be able now to hold discussions, and the discussions can also be held together with the patron. And I know a way forward will be gotten. So I don't want to, to spend a lot of time, because in the interest of time, I know the patron is at the pressure of time. He got other very, very urgent engagements. But before then, he's going to come here so that he can also be able to have a discussion with us. And I want to encourage you, before I leave here, that as we go even to the next season, our aim is only one: to be the champions. Ama namna gani? Ama namna gani upande ule? Because I have seen that we have got what it takes. The CEO has counted 12 members who are members of the national team. So I don't see the reason why we cannot be the champions. So I'm looking forward. And we are going to pay, attention, very serious attention to that, because we want to be number one. That's where we belong. We want to be number one. Ama muko namna gani? The Red is namna gani, sidio? Yes, we want to go to the continental matches. Ama namna gani? Pamoja. So with those few remarks, let me invite our PS, who is also our patron, to come and give his speech, so that I can be able to move on. Our PS. Welcome.
Thank you, one DIG. Let's take our seats. So, to our DIG, who is also the deputy patron, the chair, the CEO, my friend, the Honorable Memusi, our sponsors, the team managers, those on the technical bench, and our two teams. Good morning. Good morning once again. Mheshimiwa Kanchori, maybe you just stand and wave so that these people see you. Let's appreciate him. Thank you. I was meant to have a separate meeting with him, but then I told him, because I'm meeting this powerful team, that I have the honor to be their patron, why don't you join us for breakfast and we celebrate the team. The season is just about to end, and they've done marvelously well. And he was kind enough to say, let me join you, even though I don't know a lot about football, but at least let me join so that I get to see the two teams that you patron. So thank you for coming. Now, I want to say that I'm a very proud patron, that you've delivered beyond expectations. I remember earlier in the season, I think soon after I'd accepted to be the patron, when we were having conversations of course, the men's team, and you were lingering up, but it was around number 4 there, and you said you'll ensure you finish at the top. At that point, for me, even number 4 was way, way above what I expected the team to operate at. But you've actually lived up to those commitments, and you'll be finishing in top 3. And when you finish in top 3, you deserve a medal, isn't it? And I must commend the coach, the bench, the team managers, everybody who has been involved in making sure that this happens. I know at some point along the course of the season, you had to change coaches. And that comes with its challenges. But the coach came in and still continued to deliver those good results. And there's still a good chance that we will produce the top scorer in the Premier League. So if we do that, I know when Nyale was regretting some commitment he made to the ladies team, and he said that for every goal scored, there was 50,000. And then the girls ended up scoring 6 goals. And Mr. Nyale was almost biting his tongue. Yeah. So, to our top scorer, for every extra goal, I would give 100,000. And we have to congratulate the ladies team, the Bullets, that you have emerged the champions of the league. And time permitting, I will be with the team in Vihiga. You know, success has many fathers. Yeah, when you're not succeeding, people don't want to be around you. But when you're succeeding, we'll always find every excuse to be around you. And as a patron, there will be no better way to celebrate the season if time allows to be with the whole team in Vihiga. Now, maybe just 2-3 points for me to respond or react to is that listening to the CEO, he's been able to do a lot of good work together with the team, of course with the support of the board. But even with the good work that they've been able to do, there are still a number of issues that are still outstanding, that are still glaring, that we need to apply our minds to, more so when we are looking into the new season. So there's a lot of stuff that must happen in the pre-season in terms of getting ready for the new season. There's an issue of sponsorship, and we continue to appreciate the sponsors that have been with us. We would want to plead and request that you continue sponsoring us, and if possible, some enhancement will go a long way in making sure that these two teams continue to excel. We must work to attract additional sponsors, and I have no doubt in my mind that the leadership of the board is doing what it must to secure those sponsorships. It's good to note that there are no salary arrears. At least so this month the treasurer will not be calling to fundraise, but we still need resources to take care of other things. There's a signing fees that has been spoken to. We still need to play the last matches, and on that I'll be able to get the air tickets for the teams so that you get there when you are well rested and ready to pump in the goals that you have to. Now, there were commitments that were made by His Excellency the President with regards to the stadium, and we have had this conversation, and I've spoken to the PS in charge of sports. It is going to be honored, so you shouldn't worry about it. Then, of course, the ladies' team will be in Addis. I think we'll work together and see how best to support the Bullets, but also have more engagement with the Ministry of Sports because they also have a responsibility The moment you're out of the country, you're not just representing the Kenya Police, you are representing and carrying the flag of our beautiful country. Now, when the players were in Frontier, one thing you notice is that you are very young. You are actually at your prime as youth. And we have a responsibility to nurture that talent, but also to demonstrate to the rest of the country that it is possible to excel in what you are good at if government gives the necessary support, and also if the necessary or the different institutions that are responsible for nurturing those talents do their work. And on that, we first of all have to commend the government. We must commend the team at the Ministry of Sports and the team at the National Police Service, that we have given an opportunity to our youth to be able to exploit their talent to their best, and they are earning a living out of it. I know the last few days there's been a lot of ongoing conversations, agitation, primarily by our youth. And there will be a lot of conversations, whether you're talking about unemployment or whether people are struggling with one thing or the other. But when I look at the two teams and the players, I know there are so many out there who would easily fit into this team and fit into other teams. So we really must continue to demonstrate what is possible within or amongst our youth in terms of using their talent in the right way. And as the National Police Service, we need to see how best to embrace these youth. So beyond the football that we are playing, there are other avenues or opportunities to engage. I know later on at some point in the year, there will be recruitment of Kenyans into the service. And my conversation with the DIG and the IG and the leadership at the ministry is that it will be good to give particularly some of the players an opportunity to be part of that process. So that as we open it up for everybody across the country, we also make sure that these young men and ladies also benefit from that exercise. Now, there are also senior officers who nurture these teams. And because of that, they don't necessarily have the advantage that their colleagues have within the service in terms of the amount of what you'd consider to be their primary role within the service. And it's possible that because of that kind of engagement, they would easily miss out on opportunities that come up, whether it's promotion, whether it's advancement in their career. And again, we've had a conversation with the deputy patron, as well as the IG, that as we look at how to build the officers who serve in the NPS, we cannot forget about those who are dedicating their time to support the two football clubs. Now, there was the issue of the bus. I had committed to one bus. but because we have two teams, so I've had to consult with my CS, and he has also committed to get us another bus. So within the next 3 to 4 months, those who love football. But also as a ministry, just in the broader sense of things, we know that there is a challenge around mobility for our officers. And we have just concluded discussions with the National Treasury to acquire additional vehicles under the motor vehicle leasing program, so that we address that serious gap that exists. So we are not just making it easy for the teams to move, but we are also doing this holistically for our officers, so that we are able to better serve wananchi. So lastly is that I think we need to have more of these breakfast meetings. But on one condition, that we keep time. We said 7 to 8. I know it's almost 9. Yeah, but it was important because it's been a while. I think we've never had an opportunity to sit the way we are sitting since I became the patron. And for me, away from the challenge on time, we've had an opportunity to just hear from the management on what the issues are. We've had an opportunity to hear from the players themselves. And Mheshimiwa Memusi was shocked that the lady captain could mention all the players by their two names. Something that is mostly left to politicians at best. And for me, what I learn, or the lesson we learn out of that, is that we are really a team. Yeah. So every member of the team has an important role to play for the success of the team. And no wonder the Bullets are the champions. And we have a commitment from the men's team that next season they will be champions. Is that so? Is it? Yes. Perfect. Lastly, because we were doing this to honor the two teams, working with the leadership and of course a few of our friends, we'll get a donation of 500,000 to each of the teams, just to celebrate the good work that you've done. Asanteni sana, and God bless you.